Can you explain how to access the timelines that are for the highest good of all? And what advice can you give us at this present time?
Thank you for letting me talk this evening. There's three of us. Mary Magdalene, Mary Salome, Mary Mother of Jesus. You're going through turbulent times. It's hard to know what to believe, what's true. You may see things that you believe to be true and hear things, sometimes from other spiritual people. But what they're saying isn't necessarily true for you, it's their truth, not yours. It's really important that you listen to what your soul's telling you, listen to what your gut instinct is telling you. When life gets tricky and things are difficult, that's when people turn to things like prophecies, predictions. It was the same in our time. The more turbulent and the more restrictive things became, the more people turned to their spiritual side, but it wasn't necessarily for the greatest good. Everybody has an internal compass, and everybody's compass points to their own true north. If you follow your own inner guidance, then you can't go far wrong. The future looks different for everybody. There are lots of different futures and lots of different outcomes. You could have many people living the same future, but it looks different for each of them because each person sees their own version of reality. If you're concerned about the fall of the monetary system, if you're concerned about the different walls and fences that people in power are building to separate you, to divide and rule, know that in your heart you still have freedom, your soul is free, and you can overcome any barriers, any blocks, anything that divides you or separates you. You can overcome these things. It first starts in a spiritual way, and your soul is free, your spirit is free, your heart is free. But when lots of you realise this and work together, there are no barriers that can be overcome. Your future isn't set in stone. Your future will evolve how it needs to evolve for each of you on an individual scale. You were talking about quantum scale and quantum healing earlier. Think of it like that everyone's got millions of cells. And inside every atom there are spaces, and in there is where each person has their own flavour of future. You could think of it like your ice cream or chocolate you're talking about. Everybody's eating chocolate, but it's a different flavour for each of them. Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception wants to say something. Everything you do with love. Love is the most important thing when you're thinking about your futures. If you approach everything with love and with joy in your heart, all the worries, the trials and the tribulations will cease to worry you anymore. And with the way you're evolving and changing, with these downloads you're getting, your heart chakras are open, you're bursting through with love, with light and with strength. Use these gifts and tools we've been giving you, and you can spread the joy, the truth and the love to those you meet, not just women, anybody you see on your path. It's always served people well in the past, and it will continue to do so in the future. On Mary Salome, you are strong. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You can stand up for what you believe in. Have faith that all will be well, and all things will be well. You don't need to sit passively letting these things happen to you, but you don't need to battle either. It's about being strong within yourself, and that strength will fortify others. And then when you are united, you will be working towards a common goal. So as Mary Magdalene was saying earlier, there will be groups of you living the same future. You'll be on the same wavelength. You will have the same energy signatures. You will recognise that in others, as you're beginning to do now. And this community spirit and working as a community and working towards common goals is going to help you in your futures. But just remember, the futures are not set in stone. You can change whatever you want. You can mould your future to suit and to reflect your values, your energy signature and your lives. The dark hasn't won. The light has won. The light won many, many years ago. It is just playing through. I know it seems hopeless sometimes, and there's so much information, so many choices, so much pseudo information, so many prophecies, so many predictions. They're dancing around in the ether, in the air. They're not solidified yet. Working together in unison means that you can choose the futures that you want, the futures that are right, the futures that are best for the highest good of all. Looking looking on it a different way, you're in a period of wonder and a period of change, but your development's been accelerated enough so that you know this, you recognise this, and as you are so highly ascended, you will also know that you can just choose your futures, and the things that don't link with your own energetic signature, the things that don't link to your heart, that you don't feel to be true, you can just reject. They don't serve you, they're not what you need. So looking on it a different way, you're in a period of opportunity. An opportunity and a time of fruitfulness. You're planting the seeds for your own future, and you're choosing what fruits you plant. Thank you.
Thank you.